love it. I get so excited with those drums every single time. Hi, thank you for joining me today for another episode of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. And can you believe, oh my goodness, it's episode 15, I think, today. Yeah, 15. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Do let me know in comments where you're tuning in from. I always really love to know where everybody's coming from in the world, and I always love to reply on all in the comments. So for those of you who don't know me, I am the Glitter Practitioner. That's Dr. Nupi Aurora, that's me. And I am a GP, a family physician in the UK. And I'm absolutely passionate about whole person centered care and really helping people to recognize their needs fully, bring them back into balance and alignment. And that's when you start seeing the magic happening, because you truly can do absolutely anything. It's incredible. Part of all of this, I've developed my framework, which is the F list, which I talk about the whole time. Lots of really juicy F bombs, basically, and also my coaching program. So that's what I've been up to. So today's guest is a very, very dear friend. I can't stop giggling. I can't stop smiling because I'm so excited. And she is incredible. She is a bundle of energy. She is my Supernova soul sister. And please welcome Diana Londoño.
I love the drums. The drums are always like dum, dum, dum.
I know.
It's like,
I know. I always, every single week, I'm like, oh my God, those beats. And then I get so excited, and it's just like, phew. Why, hello, Diana.
Hello, my sister from across the pond. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited. I mean, I've been at every show. I've been, on the chat.
Know.
And this is now like so excited
It's your turn.
to be here. I'm so excited. This is amazing. Thank you so much for having me and for the team promoting this episode today. It's really, really fun.
Oh, sweetie pie, welcome. I couldn't wait to get you on, seriously. And it's just such great timing. And I know you've been, even like right from the beginning, you haven't missed a single episode, and you always leave comments and feedback. You know, you're like, I love the color today. And da, 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 da. By the way, Diana, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I love this
your
color.
glitter. Your glitter's so nice.
Yeah, it's really, I feel like I'm a butterfly tonight. I might just butterfly away. But yeah, it's very unicorny. Anyway, so please tell all our viewers, who are you?
So I am a urologist. That's my day job. I'm a urologist in Los Angeles. I'm also a certified life coach, and I became a certified life coach because I was burned out, like most of the physicians, about 60% plus in the United States, but it's really a global thing that is happening where we're burned out, overwhelmed, frustrated, want to leave medicine. And I really thought for me was another way to just leave medicine, even though I do love urology, but I was in a really bad place of burnout. And so I decided to become a life coach, to leave. That was like kind of my plan B. And then through that process, I then created something that's called Physician Coach Support, which is a free and confidential platform for any physician that wants to come and get support by a peer. We are all physicians here, and we're all life coaches. And it's really easy. You go on the website link, physiciancoachsupport.com. You find your time zone, because everybody has different time zones. You make a Zoom link appointment, and then you can talk about anything that you're challenged with, you're frustrated about, you need like a perspective, because most of the physicians there and coaches actually have been through burnout themselves too. So we get it. I mean, we've been there. Again, it's confidential. Everybody signs a confidential agreement to be there, and we do take that seriously. It could be anonymous if you want to keep the camera off, change your name, your email, whatever. But it really is about support, and we've gotten like amazing feedback. Really, if you go to the site and look at the feedback of people that have used it, it really is exactly what they've said. We're just so grateful for the people that have come. The coaches feel so, the same sense of like, inspiration and love, being able to do for others. So grateful to the group of physicians that are there. I mean, they're volunteers, and it's just amazing.
That's amazing. That's incredible. Oh, I'm so proud of you. But and when this you set this up last year, is that right?
Yeah, we actually launched Labor Day last year, so I can't believe
Oh,
it was a year.
oh, congratulations. We'll celebrate your 1 year anniversary.
No, yeah, I was actually I was thinking about it, and I'm like, it was Labor Day, and it was.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, like 2 months into it, I'm like, "Well, okay, I'll do it for a year. I mean, we could do anything for a year, and if it doesn't work, well, then
Mm,
that's a year. But obviously, we're at a year, and absolutely, we're going to keep going. We keep growing. We keep adding,
brilliant.
amazing people that are aligned, with companies that really celebrate women, celebrate positivity, just celebrate each other. And so there's a lot of resources on the website about a lot of things, about other sister programs that are, in the UK and the US that you can get help with. If ours doesn't,
Amazing.
use another system that works for you.
Yeah.
Information about, like yoga and amazing scrubs. Lori Borge, you can get amazing
Yes.
scrubs that are just luxurious and beautiful. You can get discount codes. We just added today, my colleague Onika, who is also a urologist, and we're really using her book, which is about positivity. It's called Not Today Negativity, and
Nice.
the products are just so fantastic. So they really are promoting women, people that are in a growth mindset, that
Mm,
really want to support other women, and that's really what we're about: support of each other.
mm,
And so everything on the side, it really is about a community and about support and all of us, lifting together,
yeah.
stronger
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, absolutely. And it's so important, isn't it? Especially when you connect with like-minded physicians, people, because I think it can be very, very isolating. People's kind of, I think perception is that, as a doctor or as a physician, you are infallible completely, and you're not. You're human. And you touched about a little bit about burnout, and that's what's really certain things that we have in common
Mhm.
with my burnout as well, 12 years ago. And it's so important to have that network. It really truly is. And I just really encourage anybody, if you're struggling or if you're feeling, oh God, is this it? Or please just reach out. There are so many incredible resources, as Diana has said. Please do. You don't need to do this alone, is what I would say.
Yeah,
Um,
we're not alone. We
yeah,
feel like we're alone, like we're the only
yeah,
ones struggling, that,
yeah,
we feel like we're imposters that have to
yeah.
be, have it everything together. And
Mm,
we're not thriving as a super mom and super doctor and super this.
mm,
And it's like, it's just not attainable to have that.
mm,
I've been on call for 4 days, and one of the patients, not my patient, but one of the patients called and said, well, how come there was an error in the medication center wrong
mm,
by somebody else? And they called me and said, hey, I want the medication in the right place. And how could this happen? Like, he was really upset. And I said,
mm.
"No, we're human. I mean, I wish it didn't happen. I don't want you to suffer without your medication. But unless you're perfect, like, nobody's
Yeah,
perfect, neither
yeah,
you or I. We're human. And
yeah,
I'm really sorry this happened to you. I'm going to fix it. We're going to make this right. But you got to give grace. And like, you and I are not
yeah,
perfect. And if you
yeah,
think we are, like, this is like a little bit of a problem. I mean,
yeah.
of us are, and especially physicians, we want to strive to do our best. We want to take care of everybody the best,
Hmm.
but we are human. We do make mistakes.
Yeah.
We get tired, especially when we're burnout. We're tired, we're
Oh,
apathetic, and we do make more mistakes that we didn't
mm,
want to make. But it's impossible not to.
yeah, yeah,
We're in a
totally.
like chronic stress. It's impossible.
Yeah,
Brain
yeah,
cannot make those decisions that you need to make. So burnout
yeah.
is important for many reasons of how it affects you as a patient, how
Mm,
all the people then that patient interacts with, and
mm,
the care and the quality of care they're going to get or not get.
absolutely. And also as a physician, I think very often, I don't know about you, but I know for myself,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of, it didn't just happen. It was a kind of a slow, insidious thing. And, the warning signs were there in the sense, I was getting aches and pains,
Mm-hmm.
fatigue, tiredness, and also, just no amount of sleep would refresh that. But I kind of put it down to, the babies being little, new mum of twins, all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just this automatic process of go, 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 go. because that's what we do. And, you know, it's not the norm to go, you know what, I think I'm struggling a little bit. Or worse still, if you do reach out for help and it's not given, that's what really gets my goat completely now. Back then I had support, but it really, it infuriates me. People are vulnerable enough to go, you know what, I'm struggling, I need some help or support. And it's like, suck it up, basically. Suck it
Yeah.
up. No, no, absolutely no. No, no, no. And that's what I'm really passionate about, in the fact that your needs matter. Your own needs really matter. And I think it's just driving that message home, really, that to give permission. It's like a permission slip.
Yeah.
Look after your own needs first.
It's
You're going to
okay.
be a better doctor. Absolutely. It's okay. That's not you being weak. But, you know, there's all this superhero complex and imposter syndrome, all of this, and it's there, it's real. And I think us talking about this and doing, I'll let you say what's coming up next, but doing the projects that we're doing together, it's really making this a very normal conversation, because, you know, we've been there, we've done it, and we've kind of gone through it as well.
And I think it's a great point that it's sort of slow and insidious. And even if it isn't so slow and insidious, I mean, I've been burned out twice and it was very different. And the first time, you know, my neurotransmitters were just so out of whack. I mean, I went to the doctor because I'm like, it must be my thyroid, maybe my sugar. I mean, I'm young, maybe it's a sugar problem. Who knows? Even though I'm healthy. And I really thought it was something physical. It wasn't. All my tests came back normal, but, you know, here's your Zoloft, and, you know, I think you should go to therapy. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? You know, and I did. And I remember after being on, you know, 4 or 6 weeks of Zoloft, I was like, wow, like the curtain lifted and I could see clear. And it just felt so much better. And it was really important at that time to do that, not only to get medication, but get therapy, because I was just in a place of, you know, like, again, the neurotransmitters being in a crazy place. And realize you're there until it like hits you in the face.
Yeah.
And it really is like the cilantro in the teeth. Like sometimes people have to, they have to be like, huh, you're always like angry. You're always reactive. You're just so negative. And that was the second time.
Yeah.
My husband like really pointed it out to me. And it was also manifesting. Your body is so smart. It like sends the signals. It's screaming, like, pay attention. And I had all the physical manifestations of stress, grinding my teeth, canal abscess from the grinding and destroying my teeth. I couldn't sleep. I had reflux and GERD. I was on Protonics. I had like chest pain that I had to have like a Holter monitor for a week. I had joint pain because my rheumatoid factor, which is when you have autoimmune disease, which I don't, was elevated. I mean, it was like a whole energetic
stress reaction. Yeah, absolutely.
So powerful.
Yeah.
Like I always felt, oh, it's COVID. It's COVID. I must have COVID like 100 times. It was never COVID, FYI.
Yeah.
And it was just stress. And it didn't change anything except my mindset, my thoughts. What am I paying attention to? What am I reading? You know, I used to read like the Facebook news feed like every night. Like, you know, it's like all that negativity and all the stuff was just what I was focusing my whole world in. And now I don't touch the Facebook news because there's nothing really uplifting there.
Yeah.
So I spend my time doing different activities, maybe like my gratitude journal or quiet time, different things. And it just, again, I don't have any of those medical issues anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like joy and peace and a completely different place. This time not with medications, but just by doing the work. And it's a lot of work. It's not like, oh,
It's not easy.
I'm not happy-go-lucky, you know, and sunshine. No, I mean, I have bad days, I have great days, but I want to stay sort of like the even calm, that strong tree under the storm, that you stay steady, no matter if it's a great day or like, you know, a kind of bad day.
Yeah. And also it'll also pass. That's the most, I think that's the thing I always come back to. And you're so right, because, you know, no 2 days are the same. And it's not, we were talking about this earlier, actually, a few days ago, weren't we? About, you know, it's not about portraying, you know, rose tinted glasses. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. No, it's not. It's perfectly normal not to be 100% all the time. It's about being really super kind to yourself, but being in tune with yourself and recognizing, okay, I need to rest. I need to sleep. I need to look after my own needs, kind of thing. And it's about, that's the balance, you know, everything that it's sort of, it mirrors really, doesn't it, with the F list as well. And it's about balancing and being really tuning into yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to figure out, why am I perhaps upset, annoyed,
Mm,
whatever you're
mm,
like, to me is like annoyance. If
mm.
I'm not well rested, fed, or
Yeah,
things like that, then I go to
yeah,
annoyance really fast. So then
yeah,
I'm, well, what do I need? Do I need to sleep? Do I
yeah.
eat something? Do I need to connect with something? Do I need to write? Like, what do I need
Mm,
to do to refill my cup, so that I'm not in that annoyance, like rolling my eyes,
yeah,
uh, or just, like, I don't want to be that person. But I
yeah,
can definitely get there if I don't tune in and figure out, what
yeah,
do I need,
yeah,
giving myself permission, also understanding is going to pass, and just giving compassion. Like, yeah, I feel that. I'm
yeah,
not trying to push it, stuff it, change it. That just is what I am right now.
yeah, yeah.
Just be curious, explore it, and then know
Yes.
that it's going to pass. And then when I'm really happy, that also is going to pass. And it's just
Mm,
a cycle, because, like, life is a cycle. It keeps
yeah,
moving. It's
yeah.
not, the only thing constant is change, right?
Mm,
So that's just understanding that.
absolutely. And I think two key things I would say there is the awareness, number one. I think cultivating this expansion of awareness really is key here. And the curiosity that you mentioned, because it's so easy. Our minds, our brains are wired towards like a negative bias. You think the worst.
Mhm.
So, and you think the worst of yourself as well. And that's where the critter chatter is what I call it. But it's this critical internal voice, and it's almost silencing that and remaining curious to kind of go, okay, what could this be teaching me, telling me, what need is not met right now. And I know you do a lot of yoga, and I was going to touch on, some of the things. How do you keep yourself in balance? Because I know you love your dancing and your yoga, and it's about keeping it here as opposed to react, I would say. But tell me more about what you love doing, to keep yourself aligned in balance.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question. What do we do? Because you do have to actually do that work. As this
Yeah,
happen naturally, whether you get coaching, you can get a 6 month coaching, but then you got to do something every day.
yeah,
And to me, it's a lot of things. It's not just one, but definitely I start and end my day with gratitude. I write what I'm grateful for, because that's going to change actually the chemistry in your brain. It's going to release those neurotransmitters like
yeah,
dopamine and serotonin, which are the happy hormones. So you're going to like rest, just easier and better. So I
yeah.
definitely do that. I make a time every morning. I wake up early and I have 1 hour before my kids wake up of
Mm,
quiet reflection time, meditation time.
yeah,
Really important for me to just slow it down.
yeah,
And I also try to, I definitely incorporate movement every day. I'm always
yeah,
moving, on Instagram or with my staff or in the operating room. I move and dance with them.
yeah,
And I'm always just moving, doing something. It is
yeah,
really helpful to release the stress. And it's really important to me. And I also do yoga. It doesn't have to be yoga. Yoga is not just the asanas that we know from the West, which are the poses. Yoga is all about the union. Yoga means yoke, union of the mind, body, spirit.
mhm,
So it's like the whole, being together, wholeness that you talked about at the
yeah,
very beginning, that you're passionate
yeah,
about. That is yoga. It's about
yeah,
union. And is not what I do on the poses. It's what I then get out of the mat that I take with me all day, whether it's flexibility of
yeah,
mind, of my actions, of my word. Am I being
mm,
flexible? Am I standing strong? Am I just kind of breathing when I'm getting annoyed? I
yes,
take that
yes,
outside of the mat, and that's
yeah,
what's really important. And I really try to tune into that. It's really important, because otherwise I am like the crazy squirrel, or I'm just reactive, and I get
mm,
into that state. It's really easy to get there, and
yeah,
a lot more work to pause,
yeah,
not react, not start yelling, and that takes actually a lot of work. But when you do this work, you actually slow down the movie. So instead of
yes,
like,
yes,
oh, pause. Okay, that's interesting. I'm
yes,
triggered. Why?
yes,
And then you decide what you're going to
yes.
do.
I say, I always say that's it's like your superpower really is
Yeah.
that you can freeze time. Like in the Marvel films, like or X-Men or whoever, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden they just freeze, and then somebody comes
You slow it down.
Yes.
And then
No,
you know,
no. And then they do things. Or it's almost like, you know, in Mission Impossible, when Tom Cruise has those, you know, it's all set in the future and they've got those screens up. And then he just kind of does this and he goes backwards and he goes forwards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's how I say you can freeze time, you can bend time. And it's something that is, it's completely converse. You think, oh my gosh, if I slow things down, I'm never going to get anything done. And it's actually the complete opposite. It's when you allow yourself that space and time, and the breath work is crucial here,
Mhm.
to pause, to stay in respond mode as opposed to reactive. You suddenly buy yourself time, always. And then everything feels a lot lighter to be able to do. And you actually get through it a heck of a lot quicker as well. So
Yeah.
I think the breath work is so important. Absolutely.
And people really tell me, how do you get everything done? Because, you know, I have a full-time job,
Yeah.
I have little
Yeah.
kids, I do
Yeah.
physician coach support, I'm on the
Yeah.
field. How do you get it done? I'm like, because there's plenty of time. My
There
mind is
is.
always about abundance.
Yeah.
I try to not say, there's not enough time. I say, there's plenty of time. There's
Yes.
plenty of time to do this, XYZ. There's plenty of everything. There's plenty of love, plenty of money. It's an abundance mindset. And when
Yeah.
you think of everything in abundance, and I actually really believe it because I do,
I
I mean,
do.
that makes also time kind of slows down. Like, I mean, I just
Yes.
find the time. There really is plenty of
Yeah.
time to
It's
get it
perception.
done.
It's perspective, I should say. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're not like,
absolutely.
when you're so stressed, like,
Yeah.
oh, like then you actually are wasting energy with this like in your head
Mm.
instead of actually like knowing, okay, I have to do this, then I have to get this done. And after this, I have this. It's like calm it down. You get a lot more stuff done because you're
Hmm.
efficient with your energy use instead of like wasting it and
Yes.
worry. Then
Yeah.
you actually use it for getting done whatever you need to do. And there's plenty of time. Even with all the things I have to do, I still have a
Mm.
lot of time, actually. I really do.
Mm.
I mean, I really will go on TikTok for a while, wasting time because I have extra time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And connection, because I mean, we would speak pretty much every day, text, message, and then catch up with each other. And then the group of, you know, the amazing women who are around you, physicians as well, and non-physicians. I think that connection it's again support, isn't it? It's widening your support network, I feel.
And making it a support network of, to me, is like women that want to support women and also men that
Yes.
want to be a part of that team.
Yes.
But it's so
Yes.
important. I want to align myself with that tribe that wants to support each other, that is not here to be catty or like, no, you know, like they really want to
Sack
be like
that. Yeah.
celebrating each
Yeah.
other. That's so important because we all
Yeah.
struggle with insecurity, this, that, bad days. And we want somebody to be there to lift us, not to like throw
Mhm.
more dirt at our eyes. So
Absolutely.
finding those women that are like-minded or men that have that same mindset is so important.
Absolutely. And it's surrounding yourself. It's part of my F-list friends, the
Mhm.
connections who uplift you, who make you, who just raise you up, as opposed to,
Like my painting there.
oh
Was
my God, is that what you were doing? I was thinking,
yes, I was
what the
pointing to
hell?
it.
It looks like you were flipping the finger. Stop it.
Oh no, this is a magic finger. I do have magic fingers because I'm a urologist. But apart from my magic fingers, I just pointed. Oh, we lost Nippy. It's okay.
Oh my God. I was like, what is she doing? What's you're
This
pointing out?
this underwater
Uh-huh.
photography,
Yes. Yes.
which I just got recently. I have 3 other paintings from her or photographs from her, but Anna Sweet is her name. But
I love that painting, by the way.
yes, what embodies what I really want to be like every day, like supporting,
Yeah.
one another, helping one another. I know you and I were kind of fighting, like, no, that's me on the top. No, I'm pushing you. But we do it to each other. And we really, when
We
one's
rotate.
down, the other one's up, and we just,
Yeah.
help each other. And that's how we should be with everybody.
Yeah.
The man, woman, child, we gotta
Yeah.
raise everybody up.
Absolutely. And I think it's, you know, I found since coming on this platform, because of, for, pivoting my career and just, it's just been an interesting year, let's put it that way. But I have found the connections I've made since coming here last 4 or 5 months, 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. Incredible. And it's that real, it's not just a connection for business or whatever it is you're doing. It is a connection which is from here. I call it very heart centered, really. And that's when I get, that fizz tingle feeling. And it's just like, that's truest as it is, really. And it's incredible. The support, and then it's the ripple effect. It goes out. You kind of extend it to other people as well.
Yeah, let's talk. Do you want to tell people what we're doing next week, since we're talking about connection and this and that? Because it's really important.
I was going to ask you actually. So, Diana, what other lovely, exciting projects do you have on at the minute?
So this is not my show, but I do want to tell you, we do.
Yeah,
Nivi and
go
I
for it.
also have an amazing show that we just launched last week, and it's every other week on Tuesdays, 7:30 Pacific time, and it's called the Supernova Sistas, Physicians in Motion, and it really is about all these topics about mindset and growth, connection, gratitude, and with us together, just putting our spin as physicians, but really, just being there together to tell people that our purpose really is to start your day with positivity, light, excitement, and enthusiasm.
Yes.
And start your day with that intention.
Yes.
And next week we have an amazing guest
Yes.
who is somebody that's how we met, with Dr. Tamara Beckford on her show on the chat. And we are bringing her on as our first guest because we are so grateful for that connection. We are grateful she brought us together. It is no coincidence. And we want to start off, with a bang. And she's just an amazing physician doing.
She is. And she's fab. Oh, here we go. There she is. And I'm going to ask. Sorry. Continue. Continue. Please do.
Yeah, we're excited.
Oh, hi, Mike. I've just been looking at the comments. I got distracted. Excuse me, Mr. Producer. Please, could we have the intro for the show? Might as well play it now. It makes sense, doesn't it? Let's see. Yes.
There it is.
Yes. I love that so much.
I love the kaboom. The kaboom is the best part.
I was so excited when I found that, because it's similar but different to the glitter one, and I'm like, oh, it's so. And I didn't like the song at the beginning, did I?
Yeah, no,
I was like, no, it's like a lullaby. I don't like it.
This is a good part. So anyway, we're excited to do that. I mean, that's just something that we're just so grateful. Again, it's been a whole year, this evolution of, this whole journey. Burnout was really something I'm really grateful for, actually, because it has really brought so many people together. So many people I'm grateful for that have been my journey, and I've met this process and starting physiciancoachsupport.com, and just really, I mean, I'm so grateful because of the gifts that it gave me, and that it will hopefully continue to give to so many others.
Well, it is incredible what you're doing, and you've just reminded me. We've got time. It's absolutely fine. If you don't mind me sharing this, I'm so proud of you because of everything you've done. You're supporting other physicians, and you've with other people as well. But you have been recently awarded a very special award.
Yes, I'm really excited. I mean, I just learned about this. So the Los Angeles Medical County Association, LACMA, is one of the associations that supports physician coach support. There are others, Kaiser Permanente, the American College of Healthcare Trustees as well. These are amazing organizations that really, truly, walk the walk and talk the talk. They really support us. They share a resource with their members. And I met with the CEO of ACTH and LACMA's Gustavo, and he's just the kindest human being, really. And they just award me with this leadership award for physicians. And there's going to be, a ceremony coming up in a couple of months. And I'm just so grateful. I woke up and I'm like, what? This is amazing. And just being honored for the work, not that you need an award to know that but it's just so touching to me. It really just made me really get chills, and I'm just so grateful. I really want to again give that shout out to all the members of LACMA and Gustavo, the CEO, who, if you don't know him and you're in Los Angeles and you're a physician, you should join the organization. They're really, again, not just because they support me, but the other projects, people, businesses they support, it really is, just when you think like everything's terrible, like it isn't. There are really groups and people that are just very genuine and really caring. And so I want to give gratitude for that for sure. It's been really an honor. I haven't even received it, but I did get the news. And I was really excited.
Oh, well, I've written down a few words actually, because what it actually says is it's the Physicians in Crisis is what you set up, and it's peer-to-peer support, certified with a peer coach. And what the words were, which I thought was just beautiful, is that the standard of care that you have initiated with all of this has not gone unnoticed. And not only have they endorsed your platform, they've integrated this resource into the LACMA Solutions portal. Is that right? Yes.
LACMA, it's called the LA
Uh-huh.
Association.
Uh-huh. And they want to honor you with an award for the Independent Physician Leadership Award. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really, like I say, I'm really
That's incredible.
in touch.
So cool.
So thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. I'm not giving you the
I know, but
it's like I've awarded you the award. It has nothing to do with me. No, but it's really, really good. It's excellent. So we've got a couple of minutes left. Tell everybody how they can get hold of you.
Yeah, so you can get a hold of me on any social media platform. You can go to my website, Diana Londoño MD, like medicaldoctor.com. There's all my I write a lot, so there's articles. I'm guest on a lot of podcasts. I also am a speaker, so if you need a speaker for your event, for grand rounds, for your company, for anything about mindset, wellness, burnout, also urology, everything is there. You can also find me on LinkedIn, Diana Londoño. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter, same handle, Diana Londoño MD. So, just look me up. I would love to connect. If all of these things we've talked about resonate, again, I am super excited to have meaningful conversations that are, deep and soulful. And that really does light me up and gets me excited to connect with people that are in the same frequency and same mindset.
Gorgeous. And if you give me a couple of nuggets to take away for our viewers, what would you say? What would you like them to remember?
They got to remember that, they matter, that they're worthy of a life full of joy and positivity, and that it doesn't have to be so hard and so terrible. And again, I'm not saying it because I haven't lived it, because I have lived scars of burnout, and we have, we can prove them that we've lived through it. And there's a different way, and there is no, it's not weak to some support, to get somebody that can help you, whether again anonymous, not confidential. There's a lot of resources, and so don't do it alone. Your life is worth living, here on earth, and not getting to the vortex of depression or suicidal thoughts or complete suicide. We lose too many per year, 400 in the US, and it's globally the same real pandemic. So don't get to that point. Get support. You matter. You're worthy, and we're here to support you.
I love it. What a gorgeous message. Thank you so much, honey. It's been lovely actually, because you've interviewed me on your webinar, remember? That was a few weeks ago, about a month ago. And I know we co-host, but it's so nice actually to give you the floor now and just let you tell everybody who you are, what you do, etc. It's been gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere, because I'll come and join you in the green room, okay?
Good.
Oh, that was gorgeous. It's so lovely to have connected with so many incredible people. And I've been keeping an eye actually on the comments and the chats. And I could thank you so much for people who showed up today, tuned in live. And I know lots of people do actually watch the replays as well. So I really can't thank you enough. This is like my dreams are coming true, and it's amazing. So you can find me here every Monday at 8 o'clock BST, which is 12 noon Pacific Daylight Time. And that's this show Live with a Glitter Practitioner. And mainly I'm on LinkedIn, but this also gets streamed onto my YouTube channel. So please do like and subscribe. And also to my Instagram page and Facebook, and it's all the Glitter Practitioner. I have a coaching program which is pretty much set and ready. have a look at my About Me section on LinkedIn. There's lots of different links there to get hold of me. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to having you again next week. Bye.